narcissist. Tonight I will be talking about something very controversial in the Disney community, something I feel is really important, and that is the Disney diversity problem. To start, I'd like to make it clear that I am not against diversity in movies, and I'd gladly enjoy more movies with a more diverse cast of characters. But what I don't like is when a company like Disney decides to change the race or gender of an already exceptional character like Ariel or Cinderella who have been around for years. Now this problem didn't start with the Black Ariel campaign. It really started with Marvel's Heimdall, Nick Fury, and Valkyrie, who were all white during the comics, and Heimdall and Valkyrie are in fact both a part of the Norse mythology where they were again depicted as white, which means Disney and Marvel are also trying to change Norse culture. Now I can see why they changed these characters, and that's because if they hadn't, the entire cast would have been white, so they didn't want to make the black community angry, and I don't really blame them, nor do I mind the changes. And to be honest, I enjoy Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, and I can't imagine him being played by anyone else. Next was Once Upon a Time, who decided to change the race of Cinderella, who under Disney has always been white, which confuses me to why they would change such a well-known character. And in every iteration except for that one with Whoopi Goldberg and Whitney Houston, Cinderella has always been a white female. Now the funny part about this one is they didn't perform the race swap until the 6th season, which is really weird, because usually a show is supposed to make this decision before production starts, and they would usually let the viewers know that they would be changing the character for good. Next, I'd like to take a look at some more recent examples like Solo: A Star Wars Story, where they decided to create the character of L3-37, who is literally a walking advertisement for diversity. Throughout the entire movie, she walks around talking about droid rights, but what it really stands for is female rights, which these days isn't that big of a problem due to all the new opportunities that women are receiving. But thanks to her role as a droid activist, I did pay more attention to Han Solo and Lando as a team in this movie. Second on this list is Jacques, who in the original Lady and the Tramp was a male Scottish Terrier, but in the live-action iteration, they made him a female for some odd reason. I mean, I didn't mind her, but I just didn't feel the same having a well-known male character played by a female for Disney's diversity agenda. Disney has also recruited black and Asian actors and actresses for Elsa and Anna, and even Hercules on Broadway to change the people's minds, and actually one of the actors started handing out black Anna dolls to the children to change their minds. Come to the biggest two changes, Ariel and Aurora in The Little Mermaid and Descendants. And by changing these two, they are trying to change the original stories that Walt Disney created, and many of us know that Ariel was actually written by Hans Christian Andersen, a Danish writer, and it's even made clear that Prince Eric's kingdom is based on a real castle in Denmark. But sadly, Disney chose to go with this black singer who has a good voice and has acted in some show on ABC for one time. Now, Disney recruited this woman without thinking about how it might affect the people that grew up with a white red-headed mermaid. They forgot that those children that looked up to Ariel because they had nobody else to turn to. Now, I get Disney wanted to give the children of color a new princess, but they ended up trying to take one away from those who needed her the most. And their main reason was because they needed a new black princess, and they're doing this by changing one of their oldest ones instead of doing the right thing and creating more than one original princess. And despite what Disney and many other YouTubers might have you believe, there are still many people like me who want a white red-headed mermaid instead of Halle Bailey in a red wig. Actually, I'd like to shout out the group #NotMyAriel, who I have personally been a part of for months, and together we have tried to change Disney's mind, but we need your help. So if you agree with us and believe that Disney should preserve their original princess and the culture of the world, then come join us on Instagram And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to hit the little notification bell so you can be the first to hear about our content. So with that, this is the Film Exorcist, and I will be back to reviewing soon.